Okay, guys, I'm back for another video. I'm a little nervous about this one. If I wasn't nervous about the Kimberly and Goguen one, this one I'm a little bit nervous about. No. All right, so this is kind of a little bit of an addendum based on cards that I got to the video that I just published on Kimberly and Goguen. We're going to look at some more cards on this. The video that I just put out, I wasn't even, I think I had just stopped the video and I hadn't even edited the two pieces together, and it scrolled on my phone that Biden had just stepped down. So I'm like, oh my gosh, this is what it's going to be like. I'm going to be recording videos like, okay, what's the next question we need the answers to? So anyways, this particular subject, I'm going to be a little bit careful and obtuse about. I'm going to try to be a little bit more Hamish than Debbie. And Debbie is usually not able to like say things up to. So we're going to see how this goes. But there is something circulating, a rumor started circulating in our circles, putting a possible scenario together that a particular person may end up passing away. And so the question then became, number one, is this going to happen? And second of all, that maybe this person in question had passed away in the past. Now, those of you who follow conspiracy theories and, who've been watching this whole thing unfold for years and years like I have, there's been a lot of cases where people have said that certain people have died and that there are actors playing their parts. And so it came to a question as to whether or not this particular person who may end up passing away, it may become discovered that they passed away a while ago, and then that might create problems because there would be a whole heck of a lot of people that would be involved in sort of, keeping that a secret. And so what would that do to our elections and what would happen? And so, yes, I decided to pull cards on it. Oh, okay, you ready to see what the cards are? Now, these are just my cards, but I'm telling you, I've been working with these cards, and it's like the consciousness field. And I gotta say this, I've seen a lot of tarot readers. I know Tarot by Janine, she would read cards and stuff. And listen, if you're a tarot reader and you throw cards down, nobody knows what those cards mean. You could literally be putting your own thoughts, your own feelings. And but the difference with these cards is these cards have words all over them. they're on the cards. So I think it actually makes this even better confirmation than tarot readings using these cards. I'm going to just say it, Intuit Oracle. These are the cards that Kimberly, Aria, and I, it's our business. So just a little plug for our cards. You're seeing how amazing they are. So I'm just telling you, this is why I do what I do. And I'm starting to wonder if maybe this is the reason why we created the cards, because this is really accessing the universal field. All right, so not one, but two cards. The first thing I asked about is, tell me about this person in question. And I got two celebratory cards. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of strange. And I was like, all right, so I'm trying to figure out celebrations, right? Chocolate is the sweet stuff. It's elevated mood, but the biggest word on there is celebration. So we've got the celebration with the chocolate, and then we have ceremony, celebration with this card. And I'm like, oh my gosh, two cards. What are we celebrating? And it's like commemoration, gathering, honor, remember, recognize. And I'm like, yeah, okay, sounds sort of ominous. And then I got the blinders. And this, I think, is people don't see it coming, although a lot of us see it coming. I think a lot of people have been oblivious and out of touch with some of the things that we've been aware of. And so I think that this card is basically saying that There's been some narrow focus, restriction, confusion around this whole subject, and not a lot of people out there really see the situation I'm talking about clearly. And then I got the shield. All right, so I got the shield. And the thing that jumped off the card for me was being prepared. Being prepared. Be on guard. Something's coming, okay? This is protect, stand up for, be prepared. This is security. This is stronghold. This is we got something coming. I got the urn. I'm like, no way did I get the urn. 133 cards in this deck. I'm just saying. I got the urn. But it's not just death, which obviously it's death. It's not just death, though. It's collapse. It's forfeiture. It's breakup. It's dispossess. It's change of state. It's over and done. It's a setback. So I asked, will it come out that this particular person was already dead for a while? Will this come out? Now, hopefully you know I'm talking about at this point, but it could be anybody and a whole host of characters. So I'm not giving anything away. And look what I got, the optical illusion. I got the optical illusion, not what it seems, a mirage, a head trip, hocus pocus, sleight of hand, projection, even a hallucination is on this card. I think we know we're talking about someone's been putting on a show. And then I got the telephone, the ominous telephone. Somebody's watching this video going, uh-oh, we got some secrets coming out, because this is loud and clear communication. This is getting through. This is connection. This is a message that gets out loud and clear. Throat chakra rings a bell. Okay? So then I said, okay, so what's going to happen to people that knew about it? What would happen? I got the checkered flag. Checkered flag is about finales. It's about completion, the end, culmination, final chapter endings. And there were more cards. I got groundbreaking developments with the inventor. It was the main words that jumped off the card. That was really the one thing that jumped out. There's other information on this card, but groundbreaking developments. Can you even imagine? And then I got the flag. The flag. And what I saw with the flag is overthrow. Overthrow. Like this is, I want to say that this is achievement, bragging rights, success, victory for people who have kind of wondered if this was the case. And it's kind of like, okay, we got our answer. Yes, yes, yes. And then I got the forked road. So the forked road is the moment of truth, turning point, change in circumstance. I'm like, oh, really? You think? You think that would do it? Oh my gosh. So it's an opportunity. This is a free will choice for a change in direction for everybody. And then I got the gavel. The gavel is justice. It's like legal matters, court order, serious situation, important decision. This is big deal. The only other card in this deck that would probably be more intense would be the sword and scales, which is all about justice. But this is, at this point, this is definitely about someone's being judged. Something is coming to a head here. This is a serious situation. We're bringing order to it. This is a finished legal matter, court order. So the next question was, what happens to the elections? I got the olive branch. Do you want to know what word is on the olive branch? Surrender, ceasefire, halt, suspend, surrender, lull, agree to disagree, treaty, halt, halt, halt. I'm just saying. Then I got the pearl. And the pearl is about opening up hidden things, diving deep, and with emotional force. That pearl is ready to be discovered. It's ready to come bursting out of that shell. I got pillory, which is about open dishonor. It is about putting people in front of the public for public humiliation and ridicule, mockery, nowhere to run, censor, punishment, shutdown, caught. Hello. I got the old car. And the old car is about something needing restoration. It's overdue. Everybody's exhausted. Everybody's tired. We're ready for some restoration. So at this point, we're looking at the details. We're inspecting everything closely. This is the fine print card. We're reading between the lines. We're double checking stuff. Again, dive deep and hidden. Are you kidding? It's on 2 cards. 2 cards we've got here. We've got the slingshot, which is about tension, anxiety, stress, but it is also about setting things in motion and launching things. Beginning, ready, aim, fire. We're ready to actually send something launching after this happens. Yes, yes. The situation or event is right on track at this time, so we get the yes card. And we get the happening now. Do you think it's happening now? I didn't even finish my video, day before yesterday, and I got off and Biden had stepped down out of his position. That's how fast things are going. The situation is happening now. And I got the eyeglasses again. I got another look at the details. Seeing clearly, judgment, review, assessment, perspective, checking the details, awareness. Everybody knows. All right, and this is how this ties into the video that I did yesterday. And if you haven't seen it, check it out. I'm going to put it above in the card. I don't know if it's here or here. I don't know how to do that stuff. Kimberly and Goguen came up as the person of air. This came up as a card representing her. She's a Libra. Person of air, and all of these characteristics on this card, they describe her to a T. Even the fact that she has very well mastered her masculine energy. And that's why I think she's showing up as a man. And guess what comes next? Declaration. Declaration. This is the Declaration of Independence. Reclaiming power, sovereignty, self-rule, rules the game, challenging the status quo, reclaiming power. And the final card for this very quick reading, and it is a very quick reading, thank goodness. I was like, oh my gosh, I couldn't pull as many cards as I did for Kimberly and Goguen. I'm surprised. I heard a lot of people made it through. I was like so shocked. Fairy tale. Fairy tale. Now, are we at the fairy tale ending? Not sure we're there yet. But it is asking us to believe the impossible, go for your daydreams, think about unicorns and rainbows. There we will have stories to tell. Happily ever after. We're moving towards happily ever after. And all of these cards here that we just looked at, all of these cards are speaking to the fact that this whole thing, listen, I don't know what's going to happen. And again, any haters you want to hate on me, I don't care. Go ahead. Take a pop shot, whatever. I have gotten to where all I care about is looking at what's happening and really trying to tune in to the universal field. And in this particular case, I didn't have any idea what cards were going to come out. I didn't have any preferences. I don't care what happens. It's a movie. I'm watching it. I get to play a card reader in it or whatever else I'm doing. So yeah, I would love to know what you think, and try to keep names and stuff out of the comments. I don't want them coming for me, and I don't want them to take me down. So anyways, yeah, this is just, it's for fun. It's for entertainment, and let's just see what happens. I don't know. Anyone else got other stuff for me to read cards on? This is way too much fun. So just message me if you've got something you want me to check into, and I'll do a video on it. All right, lots of love. Until next time. Bye.